Today was really fun because I went back to my old high school today, and I'm like 20 years removed from high school, so it was cool because I went back for speaking on a panel about non-traditional career paths for entrepreneurship, basically. And I guess you could say, yeah, I started my own custom diamond ring business, so yeah, it's a little bit non-traditional. But I went to a college prep school, Francis Parker, out in San Diego, so it was a great school. My dad was actually my high school principal, and I went there since preschool onward, so I really have an affinity for the campus. And you know, one of the interesting things about sitting in front of these 12th graders, and they're about to start their life, and I totally remember that feeling of not knowing what I wanted to do, kind of having an idea, which is totally different than what ended up happening. They're like, what do you do after high school? You know, does it matter what college you go to, and what kind of things you study in school? Does that affect what you're gonna do in your future? And all these bright-eyed questions that you're hearing, and you think, oh my gosh, if you only knew, like get out of your head, you know, don't stress about the little things. And it's funny because you grow up and you realize it's nothing about you. I mean, this world is so big, and sometimes it feels really small, but it's so big, and there's so many people out there that you can have an amazing effect on and work with people. And you know, if you end up staying in your own little circle with the same people too long, and if it's not the right circle, the people who aren't pushing you and motivating you and really encouraging you, the world starts to feel very small. And as a creative person, if you can get out of that mindset and really realize that there's so much out there, if you have a purpose in life, if your work is actually making a difference in people's lives, holy moly, I mean, the way you approach your day is so different than if you're just going and punching a time clock and working for someone else, where you're like, I'm not even making what I want to make, and I don't even like what I do, and I'm not making a difference for anyone. I mean, that can really get you down. So if you can add value to people's lives and earn an amazing living by your own standards, I mean, that is one of the best things that you can do. So really all that starts with is being a good person and getting the right people in your circle hanging around you to motivate you and hone in and help you decide what it is that you can do in your future. It's a scary time wondering if you're choosing the right college, and should you go to college, and what are you gonna do after college, and nothing happened exactly the way that I was thinking at that time. So it's like, why get so in your head about it, right? Get out of your head, just experience life, have fun adventures, and see what happens. The next 20 years, I'm gonna look back on this, and it's gonna be fun to see where I am now, you know, building a successful custom diamond ring business, and where I was back then was just so bright-eyed, eager, and nervous. And now it's like you're in this beautiful stage where you've built a company, and it's very steady and successful, and you're just really satisfied and so happy with how everything is playing out. One of the big things I wanted to impart on them was just be kind to people. Just, if you're that bully in school, just stop it, make amends, fix it right now. Just be kind to everybody. You don't want to end up going through life being that person who has to go back and feel bad about how they were in high school. And me being on the receiving end of some of that, I just hope that it only takes one person to really make a difference in hearing somebody say, just be a good person and be kind how you'd want to be treated. So it's so basic, right? But then sometimes you just need to hear it over and over, and then maybe it would click. So hopefully one of them took something like that away. All right, this is Vanessa Nicole from Vanessa Nicole Jewels, signing off.